Good morning, everybody. Inmate letter number 15. Today's 6/23, June. Letter number 15. Thank you, Mr. Fisher. First off, let me say thank you for sharing your story. It really means a lot to me to see all that you've been through and see you stand before us with a positive attitude for life. And I personally can understand where you're coming from because ecstasy was my drug of choice that I am still to this day struggling with. So I can see where you're coming from. And I make me look at my life and you being me so much and you giving me so much hope. You let me know I can really change my life all the way around with hard work and a good family support and with a good business plan. So I say again, thank you very much for letting me look at my life from a different viewpoint. Now I see how staying positive can help me. And I struggle with staying positive because it wasn't a life of positive people in my life. So it feels good to know people like yourself have programs set up for inmates when they get out. Because you know how hard it can really be coming from prison with no job and at the halfway house with all the rules. And I'm really sorry you had to go through all that in life, but I can see it has made you a better man. And I like how you set your goals and you don't let anyone stop you from your goals. I've been setting goals for myself, but I'm not gonna lie. I really don't know if I can make them. But I now know I can make them with 5 keys you talk about. I see how that it can be anything I want to be. The only person holding me back is me. So I want to thank you again for making me look at my life in a new way. I hope to see you again. Take care. It's not about my story. I understand that's my selling point. I understand that's what people see me for. But when I'm booking and going through the process of booking and trying to sell my story and my speech, people don't understand the levels at which it is crafted to be. Yes, I share my story on stage, but the details behind the story and every slide that I tell and every story that I tell all have a sense of purpose and why I do it, and then how I craft that message within each slide, within each story. And I say that because if you take a room of 1,000 men, women, and you have them see my story, you will get back hundreds of different viewpoints. Because it's not just about drunk driving, suicide prevention, drug and overdose, and alcoholism, divorce, entrepreneurship, choices. It is a mirror to look at yourself and realize who you are and what you can do when you make choices to make better choices. I give them the framework of my 5 keys to success, and I show them how that 5 keys helps me be who I am. That's not a perfect system. No, but there is no perfect system. Every single person that sells some type of book or says one thing, it's not a magic bullet. There are so many different ways to achieve the goals that you want. You just have to have enough internal, for me it's desire, internal like fire to prove everybody wrong, to have all those doubters and people that say that you couldn't do something. Use that as fuel. Because everybody can have goals. It's how do you attack those goals? And so for him, just seeing that it's able to achieve your goals, and like I'm gonna blow the data up because I haven't done it in a little bit. But simply writing down your goals, it's like 83% more likely to succeed at chasing down your goals simply by writing them down. And then applying what you write down and seeing it every single day. You're 83 or 85 or 87% more likely to achieve those goals. And again, it's not about just the goals in this. It's him realizing that he can make it. That he struggled with the same drugs that I did. Even talking about a good business plan. Now here's the thing that people don't understand. It's good to have a business plan. But that business plan, it doesn't mean anything. Banks don't care about it. Like investors really don't care about it. You need to be able to show your financials and what you're gonna do. But you have to have something there to write it down. But that business plan doesn't open doors for you. It doesn't close deals for you. It doesn't do what you think it's supposed to do. Now it gives you a framework. It gives you something that you can write down. It's basically putting down all of your goals into a plan of action so that people can see your thoughts and how you're attacking some type of objective of starting a company. But when it comes down to it, that business plan is going to get destroyed, rewritten. It's going to be broke apart, torn apart. So you don't need a business plan to start a business. Now, if you're trying to get financing and go through banks, and banks are the worst, it is so hard to get funding from a bank. No matter how much business plan and knowledge that you have, it doesn't matter. They look at specific things. And if you don't have those specific things, no matter how good your business plan is, it doesn't matter to them. Because now it's even more detailed from an algorithm. If you don't plug in the right data and those right numbers for that system that they have and what they qualify you for, it doesn't matter what you're going to have. So it's good to have a business plan for you to understand what your plan of attack is. But every single time you go back to that business plan, it's going to be different. Something's going to change. You're going to adapt and evolve and do something different. I've told people the business side of speaking has been, frankly, the hardest thing I've done in my life. And I can't ever take the worst moment away. Drunk driving and taking somebody's life. That is the worst moment ever. But if I take that out of the equation, basketball was easy. Military boot camp was easy. Fighting forest fires was easy. 24.5 credits a trimester while working a 14-hour-a-week job while playing college basketball, that was easy compared to this business. For some, it's easy. For me, for some reason, it is very hard. And maybe it's because I have gigantic goals and ambition that people can't see. Even if I have a business plan and throw it out there for them, they can't conceptualize what I'm trying to get to. It's so massive, they don't understand. I'm not comparing myself to Elon Musk in any form or fashion. But that's the type of futuristic thoughts that I have of what my game plan is 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, 30 years down the line. I have goals and ambition for 30 years down the line. And every goal that I write, and honestly, I don't write them down as much as I used to, and I need to get back to it because I have a goal board that I see every day. But I need to write down those objectives. But those objectives that I'm writing down, those daily goals, those weekly goals, those monthly goals, those goals are to get to that 30-year goal. It's not about retirement and being able to chill on some beach and never have to worry about anything. I'm trying to build a legacy. I'm trying to build an empire. I'm trying to build something that is going to last generations. Like, I'm not trying to do some rinky-dinky little speaking business. Like, what I have planned and what I'm trying to shoot for is massive. Like it is so massive. People don't, every person I've even showed like a little percentage to, that's never gonna happen. You're not gonna make it happen. Trust me, that's fuel. And when I get there, because I'm going to get there, if I've made it through everything that I have and I'm talking to this phone today, I'm gonna get there. It's not easy, it's hard, but I'm gonna get there. Because those goals that I have, it's not just for me. I have a plan of action. I have a plan of attack to the people that believe in me and what I'm doing. They're gonna be chilling on beaches, living their life the way they want to. That's the game plan. I'm a point guard. I'm not selfish. I don't need it all. But I do need to be in control of what my vision and my dream is. And that's harder because I have lost potential investors who want to take a substantial piece of my company and my dream for a little bit of equity. So it's taken longer to build. But with the 5 keys and being able to read these letters, and what piece that really got me in here was it feels good to know people like yourself have programs set up for inmates when they get out, because you know how hard it is, and it can really be coming home from prison without a job and into the halfway house with all the rules. Now, at the time when I did this speech, part of what I was doing was felony reintegration and building workshops and plans to have an entire ecosystem of jobs for inmates when they got out. A massive, massive plan. And I've kind of put that on the back burner. I haven't forgot about it. But I put it on the back burner to build these other things so that it makes it easy. So when I can build my felony reintegration program, and basically it's an entire own ecosystem, and house and help the inmates that are coming out, the releasees or reentry or however they frame it now. Then I'm getting tired of that. These people trying to turn, let's say how it is, suicide. Not somebody takes their life or whatever weak little terminology it is. Just say it how it is. That's what it is. Stop beating around the bush and trying to hide from what the reality of the situation is. Stop trying to sugarcoat it. The reality is, yes, it's called suicide. People die. And just because you, and all the research shows, just because you put a different name on it and try to make it feel softer, it doesn't stop somebody from taking their life. For the ones that are going through it probably pisses them off. Because you're trying to make it soft when the reality is it's death and they want to die every day. So stop trying to be pussyfooting around and making it some little weak ass comment that is going to make you feel better as a person talking about it because you're not strong enough to talk about it. That's what it is. Let's just be honest. I know you're trying to help those people who are struggling, but beating around the bush and not saying what it is doesn't help. It pisses those people off because you're too soft to talk about it and be upfront with them. And that is why I'm so successful and why I have so many thousands of letters from people, because I don't pussyfoot around. And that'll piss people off, and I'm sorry if that offends you, but that's the reality of being soft and being weak around these subjects. It just hit me. That's probably why some of my videos don't get played, because of what I talk about. I don't care about the algorithm. I care about the people I help.